So it is that time again when we embark on a journey of retro game hunting, bargain style in the charity shops. And I had a surprise find at the end of this little run with an Xbox Crystal, no doubt. I'm going to tell you the story about how it came about because it was kind of weird. It was a complete fluke. I couldn't believe it. So stay tuned because at the end of this video also, we're going to put it to the test and have a little look around it. So you guys can tell me if you think I got a decent bargain or not. But let's dive into this. Now, right at the gate, I must say this. This was actually the second charity shop we visited. Now, the reason I didn't film in the first was because we weren't allowed in the back. Now, I filmed in the back of this particular shop before when I found loads of retro games for 33 pence each, but I didn't bother going in because there was nothing, well, I wasn't allowed, and I didn't film because there was nothing in the front area where we were allowed. So we just kind of got on with it, and I was disappointed. I was this far into the game hunt here looking, I'm seeing FIFA 10, FIFA Football 2003, I'm seeing the stuff that I always see. And I've said this before, that charity shops, they need to make money. This is a charity, I completely get it. But I know a lot of the good stuff goes on eBay, as I do follow and I do purchase some consoles and some of the better games from charity shop eBay pages. I'm all for kind of supporting charities and I'm all for paying money. But you saw just kind of a minute ago, there was a Wii bundle for 30 quid, which I do think was a little overpriced. And let's face it, gamers, nobody wants to get ripped off because we know we can get it cheaper. Now in here, this was the British Heart Foundation. Everything in terms of your PS2 was $1.99. Nothing really kind of caught my eye, so I'm still kind of mulling it through. I'm feeling disappointed. I'm not going to find anything. And then we went into Bernardo's, and I apologise. Jess just kind of caught her, whatever that was, glove, finger, whatever it is, in the way of the camera. So apologies there. Now, in with the DVDs, I clock this, okay? So I'm thinking, okay, little PS2 game lurking, but £3 now. You can get that, or I have purchased this exact same game from CEX for 50 pence. Now, again, I want to stress, I'm all for charity. I've raised money for charity, as have you. You've helped me raise money for charities, but come on, dude, £3. Now, I continue to have a look around this Bernardo's. Usually there's stuff wedged all over the place, including in here. I've found PS3 games, I found 360 games on this little kind of spinny thing before, but there was nothing here. So I go to the front and I clock Assassin's Creed at, wait for it, 10 quid? And I did see some PS1 games smashed and wedged in. I saw I think it was Premier Manager, and then there was this to the left you've got this kind of Power Rangers plug and play thing, and I couldn't quite make out what was going on. But I know that this again is an extremely expensive shop, so we just kind of left and we were about to go home when we tried the final store. Now again, I'm going to be putting a video out soon with my tips that I use that I found quite successful, like a tip video for retro game hunting, for getting your bargains. So I'm not going to kind of tell you guys how I came across these, but I want you guys to stay tuned. So I'm just kind of looking through, got PS2 stuff, got some really nice Xbox original, which you will see in a minute. So you can see that door right behind me there, okay? Just as I finished looking through these, and I didn't have my camera on, but this really nice guy came through, and underneath his arm was an Xbox Crystal, as I'm literally just kind of putting these away, and I say, whoa, hey, that's an Xbox Crystal. And he said, do you know anything about these? So he's kind of ushers me into his kind of pack testing area, and we pack tested it. And I'll show you this pile of games here as well. So we're kind of pack testing it because there was at first he said there was no controller, then I found the controller. It passed the pack test, which was absolutely wicked. He was a really lovely guy, and I can't thank him enough. I think at the end we kind of got some kind of evil looks from the manager for me kind of coming back here. So I didn't want to get him in trouble, but he was insistent that I kind of come back. We tested out, and then the games you just saw me looking at, we're going to take a look through these. This was a Wii. I presume he was about to pack test that. You can see the controller there, and he's just kind of putting everything on for me. You can see the controller. It does need a clean, but again, we're going to put it to the test. Will it work? I was dubious as to whether or not we'd actually get a picture on the TV, and I just had a little look around here. We got some stuff wedged in the back. We got a Guitar Hero, plenty of Wii Fit boards. I noticed that a lot of the cables were from consoles. You can just tell a mile off that they're from like PS2s. And I was kind of talking to the guy. I said, you know, do you get much in? Is there anything else I can take a look at? And he did say that this was actually going to go on their eBay page. But I said, look, I'll buy it. Let me know how much it was. And guys, I paid a tenner for the console. These games were 25 pence each. So it was like 4 for £1 or 50p if you were going to buy them singular. And these were the games that I picked up. So just as I'm kind of siphoning through there, what do you think? Really decent stuff. Again, this is a really, really good charity shop. It's called The Hanger. I absolutely love it in here. The staff are really, really nice. And I'm always kind of really courteous. I just love going in, and you know, we just kind of take a look around. This is the back area where everything was being tested. I actually didn't clock any more consoles, but this gentleman was an absolute star. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your help. He even carried it to the till for me. So before we check if it works, one last little store here. Nothing much. Again, it's just FIFA, generic, basic stuff. Kind of disappointing, but this was a nice edition, limited edition. Didn't bother with it, but I wanted to show you gamers anyway. But the big question, gamers, will it work for my £10 Crystal Xbox? Let's find out. Yay, it works. Absolutely fantastic. I didn't know at this point when I was testing this, I was kind of going through it. I was like, oh, please, 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 please work, because it's in really nice condition. It just needs a little clean. I tested a couple of games because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't a fluke. I wanted to show you guys the disc tray coming out, because a notable fault that I've kind of noticed on PlayStation 2s and OG Xboxes is that the tray can sometimes be really sketchy and like full of friction. So everything seems to work really well, and aside from a little bit of dust and some of the flex kind of twisted and intertwined, it works amazing. Everything is fantastic. So I do have a crystal already. I have a chipped one, but this is one that I'm going to keep. I'm thinking, I mean, the goal is for me is to continue to expand. And just as we're kind of looking around here, you know, I want to continue to expand the lady lounge. I would love 2 rooms, actually. I would just love nothing more than just to continue to build it. And I love retro game hunting. And I've said that whether it's a £5 game challenge or a £350 haul from Doncaster Gaming Market, I hope you guys enjoy and get something from these videos. So if you have enjoyed it, leave a thumbs up and let me know what some of your bargains have been in the comment section below. I will be back as normal on Monday with more awesome content. Guys, have a beautiful day. Take care. See you soon.